Welcome, Pea Potters. Welcome to our channel, the Pea Pots Podcast. I'm your host, Hazik.
And I'm your co-host, Markamus.
Makamas, yes, this podcast is
Yes.
made with the intention of providing you some entertainment. Now, today is a special edition. It is what we call the stay-at-home edition. Now, with all the things that are happening with coronavirus, of course, with things we have to follow the law, we have to stay at home, and this is the best time to listen to our podcast. So, how have you been coping with the coronavirus? Actually,
Well, I guess pretty alright. Stay home is a specialty of mine.
so what have you been doing to fill up the time? I know you have work to do, but other than that, like confirm, there will be some stuff you want to do while you have all this free time.
Well, I was actually planning to start learning how to code stuff.
Yeah,
But
and
then-
how has that been going?
Well, I started like 4 hours in, and then I was like, okay, this is actually really tiring, so I stopped. And then the past few weeks, all I've been doing was apart from like office work, it was just like working out and writing short stories.
Oh, I see. Okay, so when you say coding, what do you mean coding? Like, what do you code? I'm not even sure myself because I haven't tried coding before, and I have no idea what it encompasses at all.
Okay, so it's like there's this program that gamers or no, like game development people, they develop games by using Unity. So Unity is one of the softwares where you can create games, and within Unity you can create scripts so that each character would do something when you press the keys.
So basically, it's just like you're trying to make commands whenever something is pressed, when you do something in real time. Is that right?
Yeah. So it's like interactions between the world and the object.
I see. Okay, I actually want to recall something because I think a few weeks or maybe last month you said something about learning how to do HTML. Honestly, that's something I might have to learn because currently in my job where I work at an events management company, we have to create websites. But the thing is, the websites, as my boss said before, we need HTML and knowledge. Is that right? Is that what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Yeah, is that right?
You
Yeah,
need
so-
you need HTML, and I mean there's a few other things like JavaScript and whatnot, but like if you want a core function, HTML should be enough.
HTML should be enough.
Yeah. Like you don't really need Java, but yeah, HTML is the basic tool to use to create a website.
Dude, I really need to take this on soon because from what I've seen in my events management software, it looks pretty complicated. I don't even know what you're supposed to do in the first place. I don't even know how you begin with HTML. Yeah, so other than that, there's something else we want to talk about because during this time where we are stuck at home with potential infection if we even step out of the house, what keeps us warm and safe at home? Feeling the pleasure. I don't mean any other way, but yeah, basically games. Games are what have kept a lot of people sane during this troubling and testing time. So, as all of you might have known, me and Mark, we have been gamers since we were young. So I'll just start off with you. When you were young, what games do you play?
The first ever game, well, when I was in like primary school, I think the only games I played were like single player kind of games. So I would go to like Popular Bookstore and buy those CD-ROMs for the computer.
Oh my! I haven't heard a word for so long.
Yeah,
CD-ROMs.
Yeah, CD-ROMs, right? So I had Lexor, the puzzle game.
Lexor. I think I might have heard of it. Yeah.
The
Lexor.
one where you shoot different colored balls into the chain.
Oh,
of,
okay, yeah.
that one. Okay, so then there was Zuma.
Okay.
And
so-
which is also like Lexa, and then there was also what was it? The Jimmy Neutron game, and then there was iNinja.
Jimmy Neutron. What?
Yeah. Nematron. I can't remember. Nemesis. Yeah. It's
Wait,
the one where there was an evil Jimmy Neutron, and you're supposed to defeat him.
I see. Then, where do you play this? What platform do you use to play these games?
The computer.
Or
Windows XP.
everything was on a PC, yeah.
Yeah, because I never had a console until late primary school where I actually no. Let me think. Early primary school was computer. Then mid primary was like Game Boy Advance, that kind of PSP and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, then
Okay.
then in late primary was the Wii.
The Wii.
Yeah, we know the Wii. Wait, was it?
Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
during primary 4 or 5. Yeah, you
Yeah,
were
yeah,
playing
yeah.
with Hanson.
The shell is reborn or something like
Yeah.
that. The flying shell is born, right? Okay.
Yeah, the
so
flying show is one.
after primary was then I remember there was also RuneScape, the classic,
Oh yeah, yeah, that was so old. But then it was a legend, man. We used to play that. Actually, no, RuneScape. The first time I played was in the computer lab at school.
Then everyone got busted or some shit.
Yeah. But the first person who introduced it to me was Boyan. Do you remember Boyan?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Boyan literally asked me to went online because it was like what 4 or 5, and then no one was there, so we used it at our own leisure. So I went into RuneScape, and that was when I first created my first account.
Is that why in like primary 4 they started banning every gamer
Yeah.
going to the com lab? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what.
Yeah, that's the reason. Yeah, I don't know. Literally, it's because of the countless times that they caught. I think when we were primary 3, primary 4, they caught us playing games. Yeah, then the computer lab was literally strictly used by use basis only. Yeah, so actually, if you were to look at it, we're the ones who started that band. Yeah.
Then I remember I'm not sure if you know who what's his name, Yong Sing is.
Why is that so familiar? Yongqing. Is it that
Yong Sing, the
guy? Oh, Yong Seng.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the cute. Is he the Po
cute
Yong
boy.
Seng?
Yeah. Then his name now is
Real.
Yeah. So in primary 1 and 2, I actually played RuneScape with them. But the thing was that I was playing with him and another guy called Sean. But Sean transferred out of the school. But in the early years, like we would stay back after school. So after like 1 p.m., 1:30 p.m.
Yeah,
we would just be in the classroom, and then for some weird reason they decided to like play using the teacher's comm. So like unlike current time where the teachers bring in their own laptops, back then it was computers like mounted like to the table. So
I remember.
You can't steal the computer, but you can access the computer.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, those those huge box.
Yeah.
Monitors.
we just started playing like RuneScape on that thing, and okay, it was kind of weird because like we've been doing that for about like 2-3 weeks, but then one day suddenly the discipline teachers decided to like, hey, let's enter the classroom and see if there's any student inside, right?
Yeah.
And then we got busted basically.
Well, okay, actually those times were pretty good because that's where like we experienced everything new. Then we did all the stupid shit, but then we still do stupid shit even into our late like age right now, in the like youth age. Yeah, so yeah, primary school had a lot of shit happen. I mean, like, okay, in my case for primary school, the games that I first played was also on my PC, but back then my PC had only like 512 megabytes of RAM. And
Good times.
What was it? The Intel. It wasn't even a core, it was Intel Pentium, I think. Pentium chip. Oh my god, that was so bad. Because like it could only support games on the lowest quality, and the games weren't even like of that period. It was like a few years earlier. So I had the PC when I was primary 2, primary 3. Then the games that I could play was from like 2-3 years back. Yeah. So it was.
Wait. Oh yeah, I remember. Eventually, I gave you my computer.
Oh yeah. You gave me your PC. But even then, your PC was pretty old also. So like, oh my god. You could play League, but that's like about the best thing I could play, League. But it helped me a bit to get into League. Then after that, it actually got me up like the gaming like foundation. Then after that, I actually had an Xbox. I actually had an Xbox for a while. Yeah.
But then my dad. After that, you realized that hey, the PS3 is better, and the PS4 is better, and then you just yeet the Xbox out of existence.
That's not even the case. You know what happened? Basically, it was in primary 2 or 3. Then I already had an Xbox. I was playing like it was this game called Winning 11, which is basically a football game.
Okay.
Yeah, you know how football have people have players have 11 people. Yeah, so
Oh,
we
yeah,
11.
yeah.
Yeah. Then we also have Spyro. I think you played before Spyro.
Oh, yeah, Spyro,
Yeah,
yeah.
the dragon, right? Yeah, I played
Yeah.
Spyro, A Hero's Tale, and also Fable. That's another game. So all those games packed into one. Of course, me being 7 or 8, of course I'm gonna spend all my time playing. I don't even like shit. Which 7 or 8-year-old will stop playing games? I mean, it's such fun and it won't stop being fun. Then eventually, my dad saw my grades going down. I was like A all the way until I got to B. Then I got to C. Like but in that A was sort of band 1 and 2, right? All that. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I had from band 1 I went to band 3 for maths.
Okay.
Then he saw the drop and he sold it. So yeah. Then from that period until I was in secondary school. You see how long? I was left with a shitty PC. And
Yeah.
only when I reached Sec 3 I got my own Xbox 360.
And your own laptop until you liquefied it with like chicken juice.
Oh my god, don't remind me. Hey, I still have that laptop, you know.
You have the laptop, dude. It's filled with like chicken marination, dude. Love
Okay,
that shit.
So what happened? Okay, Mark mentioned a marinated laptop. I had a laptop and I didn't have a laptop. Yeah, that's the story.
No, that's not what happened.
I brought a laptop to a barbecue party, and it was in a bag. It was in a bag that had marinated chicken. Okay, for barbecuing.
No, but okay, why do you bring it to the barbecue? That's the real question.
Because we were planning to play, I think, some games at late night, and we couldn't even play because
Alright.
even if you wanted to play, the Wi-Fi was super bad. So like, there's no
Right.
point in like playing at all. So, I only when like was like an hour into like settling in, I realized, oh, why is my PC not turning on? Why is it? Then I turn it around. Why is it so sticky? Then I like look touching through the the fence. Oh my god,
Yes.
it's filled. So the light was on, but the screen didn't show anything. It was just like, the fan was running super heavily.
Yeah.
And then my best friend at the time at school, his name was Akif. Then he gave me that that judgmental look because he knew that I screwed up damn bad. Yeah, so
He knew you marinated all over the laptop, and he's like,
yeah.
this can't be helped.
Yeah. Oh my. Then when I went home, that was that's the worst part. I had to explain to my parents what happened.
Mom, I marinated on my laptop. Help. Alright, then what's his name? Your dad's friend that looked like Ben Chang or something, right?
No, he looked the guy looked like Ken Jeong.
Ken Jeong, yeah, right,
Mr.
yeah.
His name is Mr. Ho. Uncle
Yeah.
Ho, I call him. Yeah. He tried to fix it but he couldn't because he really said, wow, it's really he said in like Singlish, wow, damn rabak already. This one cannot fix. I don't know what you do to your laptop, he said.
you're like late night shows.
So I just left it. I literally left it to him. My dad left it to him anyway for like a year. But in the end, actually, it worked out okay because like I think it dried out
He cleaned
fairly.
the juice, dude.
Yeah, he tried his best to clean everything. He actually did a lot. He removed all the crusts. And
Okay.
Then he just left it there. Then the next, I think, few months or the next year, we actually got a message suddenly. Like he called my dad, "Hey, Rosalie, your laptop work already, I turned on. Don't need. I think the battery still okay. Turn on. Everything actually was fine. All of my yeah, sorry.
So wait, what is it doing in the house now? Like, do you just not use it, or?
It's actually usable now. Yeah, it's still usable.
Like, do you use it?
My sister uses it for her own games. Yeah.
Oh, so she's gaming using your old laptop.
Yeah, exactly. So if not,
It's so wholesome, dude. Everyone wins.
I don't know. It's fortunate because literally like, I didn't expect it to be repaired. I thought it would be gone forever, and I survived the last year. It was split between the years, in IT, like first year, second year. So second year, I literally had no laptop. I had to use my iPad the whole way, and it was so troublesome.
It's woozy, It's like your laptop saying, "Hey, you want to do work? Nah, I'm all about the game life, No work for me."
He literally had a change of heart when he. What is he referring to? A laptop is he? What's happening? Oh my goodness.
What else do you refer to it?
It, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
Or they or she, I don't even know, man. Okay, so yeah, I guess the laptop wasn't meant for the work life. In the end, it just became a gaming laptop again. Yeah.
Redemption arc, dude.
Redemption, literally all the way back. Okay, yeah. So I don't know how we even got to that topic. Like, how do you even like get up to the laptop? But basically, yeah, that was like my life after secondary school. I went to going to IT. Then afterwards, then I got a PS4. When I started my internship, I got enough money. I got a PS4. Yeah. You also played?
Huh.
Yeah. What? Sorry.
It's like it's kind of like weird that I own a PS3 and a PS4, but my PS3 died because of some they said that the files corrupted or something.
Yeah.
But the weird thing is that when I hold a PS3 controller and when I hold a PS4 controller,
Yeah.
I still prefer the PS3 controller over the PS4 controller.
Why?
I don't know. It's just the buttons and the feel is very different.
Buttons and I remember going to your house to play though. There's that one game, something hot.
Starhawks, dude. Oh
my
shit.
god! It was
Yes,
actually pretty
that
fun.
was-
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, that was the first ever time I played. Okay, that was the first ever time. Literally, I played a third-person shooter.
Yeah.
Where I was doing decently well.
Decently well. What do you mean? You didn't do well in others, man?
No, like because when I play like other third-person shooter games, I just completely suck at it.
Oh, then when it comes to Starhawks, I guess you
Then
better lah.
when Starhawks came, I became like a god.
A god.
Then after Starhawks being the first it was like the first third person shooter game I ever played. So after Starhawk I played does like Borderlands count as a third person? It is, right? Third person shooter.
Borderlands is first person.
First person?
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah,
I can't remember.
It's considered first, but even then you were still good at the game.
Borderlands is different. It's not like PvP.
It's not like actual like COD or something where it's so like crazy. You can actually calculate your moves in Borderlands, unlike COD, which is a very burst.
Then after that, I never went back to remote control because having games on the computer is much more accessible, I would say.
Accessible? What do you mean?
Like, it's easier to play games from a computer rather than you start up the PS4, and stuff like that. I mean, that's just convenience sake for me.
Oh, okay.
But then I was playing Monster Hunter the other time, and I remember you were like, what was the first weapon you took? Then I'm like, the glaive. And you're like, the glaive? Then I'm like, yeah, the glaive, the cool little thing with the insect here. And you're like, dude, that was like one of the hardest things you could ever pick as a first beginning item.
It's hard.
Yeah, but I loved it because like you could just like jump and burst it throughout the air. You just stay in the air non-stop, like flying around, doing damage, and you can mount stuff.
It's literally the hardest weapon, then you have to pick it first. I don't even know why. Because it's the mechanics is like super confusing. You have to do a lot of combos and you have to remember them at the same time. And you have to use the kinsects for different purposes.
Oh yeah, I was super bad at using the kinsects.
But okay, at least you did well in your first like few battles we had lah. So it's not that bad. Yeah. Then what happened to your PS3 actually?
Oh, my PS3 died. So like I went. Okay, like I asked my granddad's friend to see if it could still work. And I think that guy's a scammer, but I'm not sure because every time we send him something, he says, "Oh, it's broken, it cannot be repaired," and he just like keeps it. But then this time I was like, "Nah, you bring thing back here." So it's my granddad's room right now.
Oh, okay. So now, but I know for sure that now you don't really use your consoles anymore because you just on a PC most of the time because you find it like much more easier to access and much more convenient.
Yeah, like. There was another game that I was playing that is like third person was Remnant.
Remnant? What is it?
Yeah, Remnant from the Ashes. I began
Remnant,
playing it last year. Yeah, it came out last year, so I began playing it last year. And the community for that game is like pretty good, so you might want to check that game out. And it was okay, like at the beginning stage, it was one of the hardest games I ever played because I wasn't used to that kind of game.
But do you still play it?
Not at the moment because NS and stuff. But after when I get like more time, maybe I will.
Okay.
Oh, but yeah. Besides, there's a DLC coming out in like a few days.
Oh, so it's still active,
It's being updated like every now and then, balancing and upgrading stuff. Yeah. So the cool thing is that like it feels that Remnant is kind of like Borderlands, but also mixed with like Warframe.
Borderlands and Warframe.
Yeah, so if you mix Borderlands, Warframe, and like a little bit of, let me think, Borderlands, Warframe, and like a little bit of Dark Souls, just a little bit. Yeah, it's like that.
Oh, I see. You know, talking about updated games, like what other games have you seen? They're quite old but still updated.
Oh, there's RuneScape became this classic RuneScape now, and then there's like RuneScape 4 or something.
Yeah, wait, yeah. They basically had a new update, but I think most of the players prefer the older one.
Yeah, El
At this point,
Clasico.
yeah, literally.
Oh wait, remember Shaya?
My God, please.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so bad right now, legit.
Yeah, it's gone.
It's gone. I think there's still a player base, but it's very tiny, and because of the updates to the graphics. Okay, so basically,
they changed?
Basically, if you guys don't know, Shaya is a MMORPG. It's something that we tried back in secondary school. When Mark actually gave me his computer, and I think it was also played when I had my old PC. So the game is basically like your everyday MMORPG, but it has more of a Chinese. Do you think so? More of a Chinese or like Korean? I don't know the aspect to it, because the creators might have been from those countries.
Oh really?
Yeah. From
Wow.
the looks. So basically, when I came back to Shaya, I think it was about 3-4 months ago. The graphics, the faces, the weapons, the style, it just totally changed. It wasn't even like Shaya anymore.
Oh.
It represented this like, I don't know how do you call it, like those Chinese MMORPG.
Yeah.
White,
I kind of
those white faces, then those like, I don't know those like shiny ass characters. I don't really like it anymore. I mean, even back then it was playable because of the graphics were still acceptable. The character designs, the faces were quite good. Because you had the humans, you had the elves, and they each race they had their own features. But now it's all like polished way too much. Yeah, so basically Shaya is another example of a game that used to be good, but now it's like terrible already.
So, would you prefer Shaya or like RuneScape? Like back then, not now. Like
back then, of course, RuneScape all the way.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, but now people are looking more towards like different genres these days. Like you see, Battle Royale has. I would never ever imagine in my life that Battle Royale would become a kind of popular genre. Because back then, even Battle Royale wasn't really a thing.
Yeah.
Do you think it was a thing back then?
No, it wasn't. Definitely not.
Yeah, so like back then it was mostly just grinding, more of exploring kind of games.
Yeah.
Now it's literally one fall, you kill everyone you see. That's like, I mean, it's fun, but it can get tiring,
I kind of prefer like team deathmatch rather than battle royales, because like
Yeah.
it's not like fun in the sense where you're playing in a constricted environment where it gets smaller every like now and then. But then whereas if you have a team deathmatch, right, it's fun because you can get two parties to battle on this huge map, and there's like a timer. So when the timer ends, the game finishes. So the team with the most kills wins.
Yeah.
That's more like interactive, I would say.
That's more. I would say is actually it's the same both ways. The teamwork communication aspect is still there.
Yeah.
But you see, you playing one for all, or maybe even three versus three. I don't know. Like fighting everyone, it gets tiring if you keep losing.
Oh yeah.
In team deathmatch, at least you have a chance to climb back up and do a clutch.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
But when you're dead in battle royale, it's totally done.
Yeah, because they're
done the game.
placements, right? Yeah, so there is different like they're like what the 20 plus teams in one game. Yeah. So
yes.
Yeah, I don't really like that.
Yeah, so once you're dead, you're just dead, and you have to wait for another matchmaking, which is kind of tiring also to wait for. I mean, I enjoy the game mode, but it's not something I would do all the time. You see Apex recently, I play with Matthew, I play with my friends from IT also. It's fun for a few days. After that, it gets tiring. Then you have to wait a bit, cool down, then you play again. Yeah, so it's not something for me all the time,
Because you can't like really reverse sweep and stuff.
And it's something you cannot. It's not a long term commitment, because let's say MMORPG, you play right. then you definitely upgrade your character, develop your character, and it's over time, so it's definitely worth it to keep playing it.
Oh, right.
But
Yeah.
if you're talking about Battle Royale, it's very short-lived, and there's not much achievement to go after.
I think the only thing you can get out of a battle royale is like what skins and like ranking, if there is.
Yeah, that's true. Yes, you can. There's like the Battle Royale pass. That's another money making method from like the companies.
They're just milking it, dude.
Yeah, like Fortnite started it first. Fortnite was the first game. They introduced the Battle Pass. Then there was Apex Battle Royale Pass. Then there's the Warzone. Warzone, there's also a pass. So many passes. Might as well you all fail lah. Keep passing lama.
But yeah, the most companies have like battle passes for like every kind of game now. Even like League has battle pass.
Yeah,
Dota has battle pass. Yeah.
You see, oh my, Epic Games, Fortnite. What have you done to our precious games? You're milking money, and you are influencing other game companies to milk money. So basically, that's where we are at. We are living in a gaming development world where people are going for profit rather than content.
So what you're saying is we should make our game for ourselves.
Yes, we should make our own games.
Okay, so after you learn HTML, you create like a website and we just publish it there.
Yeah, that could be a possible thing. I'm not even like actually laughing. I could actually do that. Okay, so
why not you learn HTML? No. How about this? Well, let me think. Okay, wait. So we learn coding, right? Yeah. And then we learn. Okay, the two basic things we need to have is HTML and C#.
C#, okay?
Yeah, C#. So C# would like used to be program the game, and then HTML is used to like just program the website.
Yeah. I
so
see,
once we get that done, we can implement like shit, and then we can update it on the website every now and then.
The best part is we won't milk you for your money. Just enjoy our stuff, man.
Except for skins, Yeah.
Okay. That part definitely we cannot negotiate.
Like I think the only thing that should be worth microtransactions to keep the game balance is cosmetics. You shouldn't have microtransactions for like super like OP weapons and shit, because like what happens if you have a guy who played the game for like couple of months and he grinds to like level 70 and he gets like all the cool items and stuff, right?
Yes.
But then you have this newbie who comes in at level 1 and he just buys like a level 70 ranked item. And then he just one-shots the level 70 guy. Like, that's not fair, right?
It's definitely not fair.
Yeah, so, but I know some companies do that kind of thing.
Okay, so end of the day, the lesson is, guys, free to play, not pay to play. F2P, not P2P. Support your favorite developers by buying their skins, but don't go for developers that allow you to pay to play. That's like huge BS right there.
Yeah.
And, okay, with that, guys, that's what we have for you. If you have any comments or feedbacks for us, please do leave it in the comment section below. And if you have any future content that you would like to see in our podcast, please do comment as well. And with that, thanks folks. That's all for today's session. Follow us on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram on the P Parts Podcast. See you guys very soon.